Bad news, he got away. Ooh, I'm almost so close, but don't worry, we'll get him next time. Oh man. And also, hello fellow knights, Finn here, and it's Doki Doki time. I'm not in the mood for it right now. Let's just get right into it. Also, before I continue, let me just take this off. It's really hot, and I know it's cold today and such, but the festival's over. I don't need it, so maybe I might wear this another time if you guys want me to. Not gonna lie, feels nice wearing that, but fortunately, festival's over, maybe another time. So again, let me know in the comments down below if you want me to wear some costumes or anything like that in future videos. Hello again, fellow knights. Finn from the future. I just wanted to say that my dumb head forgot to record the audio for the game, so I had to redo all of this again. And yes, I'm wearing a different shirt, and I'm pretty sure it's raining outside right now, so and also I know that the text box looks a little bit different now because again, I'm a dumb head, so I'm not gonna do this again, but I'm pretty sure everything else will be a-okay now. So count this as pre-recorded or whatever, so I humbly apologize. So anywho, it's Doki Doki time. Sayori hurry over to us, looking worriedly at Monika. Meanwhile, Natsuki remains standing off to the side by herself, arms folded. Hey guys, I'm alright, really. Taking some time outside to help clear my head, and I'm feeling a lot better now. Not to mention, Finn was a real help too. I'm relieved. It was a frightening prospect to consider losing our club president. Yeah, and now that everyone's calmed down, we can talk things out. Natsuki, why don't you come join us? Ugh, fine. She drags her feet as she makes her way over to us. I notice Monika fidgeting with the hem of her skirt, and smile reassuringly at her. Okay, so I'm here. Natsuki's eyes dart up to meet Monika's for just a second. So, there's an awkward silence as Natsuki's voice trails away. Sayori raises her eyebrows at her, causing the smaller girl to return with a glare. I think what Natsuki means to say is that she just said all those things in the heat of the moment. A crime of passion, as it were. Hey, geez, I can speak for myself, okay? She says that, but... Alright, I'm just gonna get this over with. What I wanted to say is that I didn't mean it when I said that you were a bad president. I mean, I guess it's pretty clear that you care about the club. Sayori nods vigorously at her, egging her on. It's just that those jerks pissed me off so much that I blurted out random things and needed to vent. Oh, okay. You needed to vent those out? Okay, I understand, Natsuki. Again, one last thing. I am terribly sorry for saying that she needs to shut up. But it's always good to vent things out, well, once in a while to, let it all out and such, but not in front of anyone because I'm pretty sure it'll hurt their feelings for sure. Well, I won't lie, it does seem like you always get the special treatment because you're so popular, Monika. But then again, I wouldn't know what you have to go through. You're on a totally different level from the rest of us. Well, there's that, really, because, well, yeah, she has the popular student after all, so makes sense. Natsuki. Anyway, that's all I guess. I've always seen you as a friend, and I hope you'll still be able to see me one as well. There's tension in the air once again as we anxiously wait for Monika's response. Natsuki shifts back and forth on her feet, looking like she almost wants to run away from the scene. Thank you for saying that. I'm not going to lie either, your comment doubting my presidency hurt. It's definitely not true though. You're a great president, Monika. Yeah, you brought us all together. Without you, we wouldn't have become friends and I wouldn't have introduced to the world of poetry. I agree. It's an amazing feeling to be able to talk like minded individuals. Yeah, as far as presidents go, we could definitely do worse. And so what if you nudged us into the festival? I guess it's only normal for the president of all people to want the club to grow. Thanks, guys. I guess after all that, I have no choice but to accept Natsuki's apology, eh? I mean, it'd be really great if you could. That's certainly an understatement. We all turn to look at Yuri, surprised at the glimpse of a humorous side to her. Did I say something strange? Oh, Yuri, you're so funny. Eh? Oh, Yuri. I let out a breath and I subconsciously holding. It seems like everything's turned out well in the end. Or at least as well as they can, given the circumstances. Okay, everyone. And with that catchphrase, everything seems alright in the world once again. I totally forgot to mention this, but we still need to clean everything up. I'm sure that with all of us working together though, it won't take that long to do. I'm assuming everyone's just going to skip the festival and go home after this? I'm pretty tired after all the stuff that just happened. As am I. Same here. Aw, come on! I mean, it's the festival and all, but can't we just, go out with Sayori and enjoy things together? Man, what a missed opportunity. I wish I could leave too, but I have a shift in my class's cafe after this. Oh, you're gonna be a server or waitress there, Monica? Good for you. It's alright though. Everyone get moving then so you can all go home. Everyone starts cleaning up their room, myself included. Yuri and Natsuki start packing up the essential oil setup and cupcake trays, respectively. Meanwhile, Sayori, Monica, and I pick up everything left on the ground and desks. It's like we're erasing all trace that the festival ever happened in here. Of course, after everything what happened and all, it was all a dream. Although, I can't help but think that there's still lingering tension in the air, despite Monica's cheery expression. I have a feeling that Monica might just be putting the club before herself in this case. But the only thing I can do now is hope that everyone will feel better tomorrow. It'll be pretty nice to get home from school early for a change and I be able to relax. Although now that I think about it, I only have anime and video games to look forward to. MC, please just go out with Sayori on this festival. It's an opportunity, take it or leave it, come on! I guess that everything that's happened today is going to be plaguing my mind tonight. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Morning already? Oh, there we go. As I was about to say, my disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. My boy didn't even date Sayori in the festival, so what's the point of that? I groan as I fumble for the alarm clock. Man, I just feel like sinking into the depths of my bed. Is it natural to feel this tired after waking up? What's the time anyway? 10:30 a.m. Wait, what? Holy crap! I've already pretty much missed the first two classes. Should I even go to school today or just cut my losses and skip? A fierce battle rages within my mind as I lay there. But after a beat, I leaped out of my bed and began throwing on my uniform. I don't even want to go to school, but I strangely feel compelled to stick to my everyday routine. Then, hop on to it then. I guess mom really trained me well. No time to eat breakfast today. To be honest, I'm usually too lazy to cook anything anyway. It's 9:39 a.m. and now I'm making good time. Hang on. It's Saturday. After that realization hits me, all the nervous tension drains out of my body, leaving me slouched over and exhausted. Okay, waking up on a Saturday, huh? Well, that kind of reminds me that one time I was gonna go to school for I thought I had Saturday classes and all, but oh well, sometimes we might be as well be idiots here, but it's okay. Mistakes happen, really. I mean, you still need a lot of sleep once you wake up and such, but I don't know anymore, but still. Now that I'm already out of bed, I might as well do something productive today. Well, go out and, I don't know, talk to Sayori, I guess? I don't know. Although I'll have to get changed in my normal clothes first. At least there's no school at least there's no school to get through today. Although, unfortunately, the Literature Club is still feeling the effects of the festival. Well, I'd say that's like stage fright, or as I like to call it, the festival fatigue. Thankfully, the awkward atmosphere is only subtle, but even I, a newbie, can see that everyone's been treading on eggshells. I really hope that things can eventually get back to normal, but at least at this rate, I could easily see everyone drifting apart. Monica hasn't spoken to me about things yet either. I meant to talk to her about the festival argument the day after, but I just couldn't figure out a way to confront her about it. It's probably just me being too reluctant to bring things up, but I never really found the right time to talk. I should get out of the house for once and stop thinking about these things. Yeah, gotta get out of the house and let go of that festival fatigue. It'll be a nice change of pace from staying on my computer all day. Gotta get rid of that pasty, pale complexion. At least the weather isn't bad today. It's a regular sunny day, not too hot and not too cold. It's just me, my bag, and come to think of it, I don't even know where I'm headed to. Maybe I'll just text Sayori to see how she's doing, although she's probably not awake yet anyway. I haven't hung out with her in a while, and it might prove to be a nice surprise for her. Actually, the more I think about it, the more appealing the idea sounds. I imagine the festival fiasco probably upset her, given how much she cares for the club and the other girls. Can't hurt to see if she's okay and take her mind off it. Yeah, sounds good. We definitely need to check up on her. Besides, I can't imagine she has much going on either. I dig out my phone and shoot her a message. Hey Sayori, what's up? Oh! Well, so we got the phone graphic right here. Now, before I begin, I just wanted to clear this out. Looking through my recorder right now, it seems that the graphic doesn't seem to show up. I don't know why. I'm not sure if it's the game that's doing this or the coding or whatever, or maybe the recorder or something. I'm not entirely sure though. It kind of really bugs me since maybe it was others' copy or something like that. I'm not sure how it works. Maybe this is some sort of an error per se, so I don't know. It's just my thoughts really. It kind of bugs me really because it's a nice feature and all. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure why this happens, but yeah, let me know in the comments down below why that happens let me know down in the comments down below why that happens, rather. So yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, that's the only nitpick I have with this mod. Well, at least as coding goes or whatever. I guess that's it. I guess, but let's not dwell into it too much. So yeah, I'm sorry about that one. No reply. I checked the time. Knowing Sayori, she's probably still sleeping. I suppose anything before noon is considered early for her. And again, I'm not much better. The only reason I'm up so early on a Saturday because I thought it was a school day. I chuckled to myself. My parents would definitely be surprised if they learned I was up before midday on a Saturday. Dad used to joke around and call me nocturnal like I was a vampire. Thinking about it, given my sleep cycles, it wasn't wrong. Shame I don't have the ability to turn into a bat though, or the ability to stop time and use a road roller into with the most powerful stand, of course, or super speed. Well, at least the weather's nice. It's early October now, which is the best of both worlds. As in, it's not quite as hot as it was in the summer, and the real bite of winter hasn't kicked in yet. It's fairly warm, with white fluffy clouds accompanying the blue skies. Hey, Doki Doki blue skies! Okay, I'll stop. Perching down on a bench, I aimlessly flick through my phone while I await Sayori's reply. Finally, my phone goes off.
Hi Finn, sorry about the delay, I just woke up, lol.
Called it. Don't worry about it. Just wondered if you wanted to go to the park or something? It's a nice day after all.
Sure thing, which one?
Well, you'll see. I'll keep it a surprise.
Sounds fun, just give me a few minutes to get ready, okay?
Yep, just let me know when you're dressed and I'll meet you outside your house.
Alrighty, smiley face.
As I slip my phone back into my pocket, I start to aimlessly plan what we'll get up to. There's a park near our house. When we were children, it was almost like a second home to us. So much time spent exploring. We used to get tons of ice cream at the playground after working the puppy dog eyes on our parents. And in fact, I think it was that very park that I first met Sayori. Something about ice cream? I'm not even surprised how we met and initially bonded over food. Good times. Another notification.
Okay, I'm good. Coming up now.
With Sayori in tow, we make our way over. Ah, hello, Cinnamon Bun. Great day today, huh? Already, I'm reminded of the time we spent together last Sunday. I'm hoping today is just as enjoyable. Although last time, she got to learn a little more about me, I didn't get to learn much about her. Well, in the time we've been apart. I have no idea about how she's finding school, what her interests are, her plans for the future, all that stuff.
So, I know you said it's meant to be a surprise, but can I get a teeny tiny hint?
Should I?
Please? After all, it's super early.
I check my watch. It's 11:30. Sayori, it's almost noon.
Yeah, super early.
I mean, she's not that wrong. I mean, she is a heavy sleeper, like I am sometimes. I suppose you got a point. Alright. I lean in conspiratorially. This is super top secret stuff.
Understood, Agent.
If I gave you the code name Childhood, where would you think? She scrunches up her face, fiddling with a strand of hair in her pants.
Ooh, I know.
Is she gonna get on her first try? I'll be mighty impressed.
You're not taking me back to elementary school, are you?
Well, that hope got shut down. It just got refuted to the point where it's just, well, refuted. Aw, oh, man, I can't help but sigh.
No, worth the try.
I'll give you another hint. You remember where we first met?
It was in elementary school, was it?
If you say that one more time.
Kidding.
Oh man, Sayori, you're such a kidder.
You're kind of fun to wind up sometimes, you know? Makes a change from you always being a meanie to me.
You'll love it, really. It's the only way I can get you back from all those tricks you used to play on me, you know?
Tricks? I don't know what you're talking about.
That innocent, childlike grin is back on her face. I mean, of course. Just so friggin' cute. Already, I'm glad I decided to text her instead of going back to sleep. I mean, of course, better than nothing, right? What about the time I told my mom that I threw that tennis ball at you so she'd make me give you my candy? Or that time we climbed that tree and got stuck? I told you it'd be high, but you didn't listen. My dad had to get us down. I grinned. Although that climb was pretty fun. The view was incredible.
See, it wasn't all bad.
I know, it was all good-natured. We used to get up to do so much mischief.
We sure did. Anyway, I think I know where we're going. Paku Park, right?
Ah, sir, there is something in that head of yours after all then, huh?
Hey!
Got him. Got him. Ah, I can't help myself, it's so freaking cheerful. And, well, catchy. And so, here we are.
I love this place. Haven't been here in so long.
Yeah, me either. We take a seat on the wooden bench, which affords us a lovely view of the park around us. Children are playing all sorts of ball games as their parents chat amicably. Dogs are running around as their owners laugh and chase them. I smile. Here with Sayori, I truly feel like I'm at home. Figured it to the both of us good to take a trip down memory lane, eh? Especially after that fiasco of the festival and everything.
Yeah.
From the change of her tone and expression, the festival still looks like it's bothering her. I can't blame her. Oh, the club members are feeling it. I was hoping by now things would...
Go back to how they used to?
Yeah, that. I mean, yeah, the festival was a bit of a failure, but the club is still a nice little place for us five, right? Sayori looks ahead, idly poking a twig with her feet.
Yeah, it is. I just really wish people weren't so mean. We all super practiced hard too. All that for nothing.
Aw, don't be like that, Sayori. I mean, besides the festival and all, I really had fun going out with you getting all those materials and such, so at least that's something. If it weren't for the festival, I wouldn't, hang out with you in the first place, so I guess that kind of counts as a date and all, but yeah, that one's really fun, honestly. Hey, come on, Sayori. It's not like you to be so depressing. We shouldn't dwell too much on that anyway. Yeah, we shouldn't. Just like I said, for the last time, let go of that festival fatigue. What's done is done, right? Besides, I want today to be a good day. She blinks as a slightly shameful look crosses her features.
Yeah, you're right, Finn. Sorry.
Nah, don't apologize. After all, it was me who brought it up, so I can't really talk. Anyway, I brought you here because I know this place means a lot to you. I was worried you might be upset, so I was hoping this could cheer you up.
Oh, Finn, you didn't have to do that.
Well, that, but most importantly, I just needed an excuse to get out of the house. And yeah, and also date her since you didn't date her during the festival, which I'm still disappointed. She pokes me in the ribs as I laugh. Besides, spending time with you on a Sunday made me realize that we have a lot to catch up on. She giggles. I guess both of us don't know where to start. It's almost like we've just met and don't know what to say to each other. In a way, I guess that is the case to some extent. I guess I'll start. I've always been curious as to why you joined the literature club. I didn't really think poetry was your thing. She leans forward, resting her chin on her knees.
Well, Monica and I are actually in the same class. She's the one who told me about it. In a way, I guess I was kinda like you.
Like me?
Yeah, as in, I didn't really think much of poetry. It's not that I didn't like it, I just didn't think too much about it. But as I joined, Monica told me more and more about literature, about how poetry can be a really nice way to express yourself. I loved it. Anyone can write poetry, and that's what I really like. It doesn't matter who you are, what your interests are, or how good you are, there's something for everyone.
Interesting. Yuri, Monica, and Sayori all appreciate poetry for different reasons. I get the sense that Yuri likes poetry as it gives her an opportunity to express deep, complex stuff. Monica seems to be on a similar wavelength to Yuri, but I think she prefers abstract stuff more. Then again, I guess Yuri also uses a lot of abstract themes in her poems? Who knows, I'm still an amateur. Sayori notices my chuckle.
What's up?
Nothing. I was just thinking about how everyone in the club seems to appreciate different things in poetry. What else? Sayori has a faraway look in her eyes as she asks the next question.
I remember we used to think alike in so many ways. Like when we used to look at clouds. We'd see a lot of similar things in the sky. So I wonder, do we still do that?
I grinned. I had totally forgotten how much we used to enjoy cloud watching back in the day. Every time I remember something more from our childhoods, it brings a smile to my face. Cloud watching perfectly captured that moment, carefree essence of nostalgia. I totally forgotten about that. We really let our imaginations run wild, didn't we? And the best thing is, it worked.
Yeah, clouds are so cool like that.
Well, speaking of cloud watching, I really wish I could do that right now, but it's raining, so it's all about rain and storm clouds, or rain clouds now.
What about that one?
She takes my outstretched finger in her hands and points it at a specific spot. Aha! Yeah, I can see that one now. This one looks like a fish. Oh yeah, right here definitely looks like a fish.
Aw, it's so small. And look at that one. It kinda looks like a little frog. This is what I love about clouds. They're so... what's the word?
Cloudy? Ow. You really like poking me in the ribs, don't you?
I was trying to think of the right word. I think I heard Yuri say it once. Versatile? I think that means that something is... I forgot. Well, it sounds like it fits.
Yeah, I'd say that's about right. Pretty cool how different people see different things when looking at the exact same one. Yeah, me too. I'm pretty sure it's not Jake here and a baseball bat on the other side. Okay, no. Bad idea.
I wonder what the other girls would see.
Fluffy kittens for Natsuki and something spooky with Yuri. Oh, yes.
You really know them well, huh? What do you think Monica would see?
A piano, since music and all. I just really hope that there isn't a flying piano from the sky that would hit you right to your head. That would be very, very bad and tragic. A piano? Yes, a piano. I mean, you can interpret what a cloud... you can interpret a cloud however you want, right? I'm just thinking of stuff that reminds me of her.
Well, I'm happy that we still cloud gaze the same way.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
I was kind of worried that maybe we'd, I don't know, drifted too far apart.
What, just initial D right on over? Okay, I'll stop with the drifting jokes. So much that we'd be totally different people. But that doesn't seem to be the case.
Yeah. By the way, Finn, I've been meaning to ask you, how are you doing at school?
Geez, Sayori, that's a kind of boring question, don't you think?
Don't try and worm out of this one, mister. I'm still worried about you, you know? I just wanted to know if you're doing fine, that's all.
Aww, so you would be concerned about me, Sayori. There's nothing to worry about, I'm doing just fine. Sound a bit like Mom.
I can't tell if that's a compliment or an insult.
Well, I'd say that's definitely a compliment because, well, you're my favorite waifu after all. Sayori, best waifu. Let's call it that. Mystery we'll take to our graves, eh? Her subsequent pout makes me chuckle. And there goes the pout again, and the thick thighs. If I got you a popsicle, would that make you less pouty with me?
You think you can change my mood with food, huh? Depends on the flavor.
Mental note to self, if Sayori is ever actually annoyed with me, just get her something sweet. Because of course, food is good. Who knows when that information will come in handy later. The more I think about it, perhaps I was wrong to worry with have changed too much. After all, I'm pretty much still the same person. 6 or so years isn't that much time, I guess. One thing that hasn't changed is how much she loves to explore and how much her imagination accommodates that. Forests weren't just forests. They were part of a magical land inhabited by an array of mythical creatures. Beaches were just sand and sea. They were a tropical paradise, home to countless happy childhood memories. Oh, yeah, that's definitely awesome there. Searching for crabs, aimlessly splashing in the sea, checking out hidden coves. Sayori could even transform our homes into something they weren't. We used to jump from sofa to sofa, chair to chair, pretending that the floor was lava. That game never got too old. Well, it's a timeless classic, what can I say? And also, I just noticed, if this is my living room or something like that, why do I have a picture of Saitama there and a family picture I am not familiar with, so that's odd. And what appears to be some sort of a Windows wallpaper back there. And I'm pretty sure every kid on the planet has played it too. You know something, Sayori? She's slightly ahead of me, ducking under a tree branch. We're now in the forest part of the park. I've had a sudden realization as to why your poems are so good.
They're not that good.
No, seriously. Your imagination has always been super strong. All those games we used to play as children, you were always part of your own little world. And it shows in your poems.
I'm glad you picked up on it. Writing poems is to have fun, the other half is showing them to people. Especially when they like what you've written.
What's your thought process while you write your poems? Like, how do you write them?
I just go with my heart. I guess it's kinda tricky to explain. I think it just depends on my mood. Like, when I wrote Dear Sunshine, I was in a pretty good mood.
Or like you were just hungry, given you wrote it while you were eating breakfast.
I was in a good mood because I was eating breakfast. Anyway, so with bottles. Well, I guess I was thinking about how much I want people to be happy. So that's the answer to your question. It just depends on my mood and what I happen to be thinking about. I wonder how the others do it.
Yeah, me too, actually. Would be kinda interesting to see how you all approach poetry. Although I think I wouldn't be able to understand how someone like Yuri does it. Her poetry still goes over my head.
Good to know I'm not the only one.
Although, what about your fairy tale poem? What's your thought process behind that one?
Oh, that one.
There's an immediate shift in atmosphere.
There wasn't really one. I just felt like writing it, I guess.
But you said you write your poems based on what you're thinking of or feeling at the same time, right?
What about you, Finn? How do you write yours?
I should have known she would still be a little cagey about that one. Thinking back to her behavior on that Friday, I guess it's to be expected. Just what is it about that poem and her behavior that bothers me so much? Is it because it shows a side to Sayori that's totally new to me, one that I'm not used to? Or because I know there's still something she isn't telling me?
Finn?
Huh? Sorry, I was spacing out a little bit. Well, I guess I'm similar to you, I suppose. I just pick up a bunch of words that best describe what I'm thinking about and write a poem based on those. To be honest, I'm not really experienced enough to give you a proper answer. I kind of make it up on the spot. But it works so far, so I'm not complaining. Sayori pauses, looking around the copse surrounding us. She walks up to a large tree and plants herself down in front of it. I follow suit, resting my back against the sturdy trunk, admiring the soft rays as they penetrate the branches.
What you said reminds me of something Monica once told me. Something about if you don't have confidence, just fake it until people believe you do.
She turns to face me, a thoughtful expression on her face.
Sometimes I wonder if she really is confident or it's all just a show. I get the feeling that sometimes you can never tell with people.
I blink. That was remarkably insightful for Sayori. A reflective mood seems to have fallen upon her. No idea, to be honest. She seems pretty genuine. I mean, she's like this when I first met her as well, so that wouldn't be an awful long time to wear that mask. I wouldn't have expected that sort of question from you, though. Why'd you ask? She smiles mischievously.
Sometimes it's nice to surprise people.
What do you mean?
Well, let me ask you, Finn. If you had to describe me in a few words, what would you choose?
Well, cute, adorable, kind, sweet, fun. Yeah, all those. Bubbly and lighthearted and adventurous. Yeah, those two. That works. I've always seen you quite kind. You know, given how you're always concerned with how happy other people are. I guess your most definitive trait is your happiness. Like, you always seem so cheerful, at ease with the world. I wish I could be like that sometimes. Although from what I sort of picked up on, just like everyone else, I still feel down from time to time. Right? She looks on ahead, a faraway look on her face. It's not exactly sad, but there's a certain air of... what? Wonder? Nostalgia?
See, that's what I mean. Everyone picks up on those things you mention, but they find me asking this question a bit. Unlike me, if you get what I'm saying? I guess it's because of how I act in the literature club. Aside from with my poetry, I never aimlessly talk about deeper things, or things that aren't just aimlessly happy. I guess I don't want to bother people with that sort of stuff.
Bother them? Why would it bother them, Sayori?
Well, maybe that isn't the right word. Sorry, I've never really been that good at expressing myself in person. It's much easier to do it in a poem.
It's okay. I never really been good at it either.
A lot of the time I like to think about the past and how things used to be. I told Natsuki about this.
She giggles softly.
And Natsuki thinks I live in the past. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that, do you?
Nah, if you're happy, what's the issue? It's only natural that you want to think about the good times that brought a smile to your face, right? When we first started talking again, I used to look back on all of our shared memories from all those years ago. From where we met and bonded over ice cream, to me winning Mr. Cow for you, to helping you with homework. I remember our parents used to say we were pretty much inseparable.
Mm-hmm. Everyone has their happy thoughts which keeps them going, right?
Start away in bottles, huh?
Of course.
She sighs contentedly.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bore you or anything.
Bore me? Really, Sayori, you're sounding a bit like Yuri. I haven't seen this side of you before, and I really like it. As much as I enjoy a playful banter, this made for a really nice change of pace. Besides, I always like talking to you. Or, at least for me, I love talking to you.
Thank you, Finn. I worry about... well...
Sayori, people are always going to enjoy being your friend, even if you're not super chipper all of the time. It's okay, seriously. Just be yourself. Don't hide anything. And I'll be here. Don't you worry. I reach over and squeeze her hand, smiling reassuringly. Sayori noticeably fidgets, looking rather uneasy about something. What's wrong?
Actually, there is something I could tell you.
Oh, is it? Well, I thought about it, but I'm terribly sorry, fellow knights. That's it for this episode. Again, there'll always be next time, so if you enjoy what you're watching and like what you're seeing, feel free to leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. It will help me a huge bunch to make more content like this. And of course, click on the bell notification to be notified when I upload. So, looks like things are a-okay now, and now we're back to how it used to be. Cannot wait to get that that Lumpus though. I am not gonna forget about about him on what happened to the festival, because that is just unforgivable. And you know what? I guess I'll just gonna add him to my bounty list once I got him. So in case you guys are curious, what am I gonna do with him? I'm not entirely sure. So so anywho, if you want to play this mod for yourself, as always, link in the description below. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching. Finn the Dark Knight signing off, and I'll see you guys next time. And as always, stay awesome and have fun, fellow knights.